everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into the weekend reality reviews. And let me tell you, I'm so happy that Love and Marriage. No, I'm so happy Ready to Love is over. Like, this was a slow burn. Love and Marriage Huntsville is picking up. That mid-season trailer is giving me everything I need for Love and Marriage Huntsville to be the number one reality show again. And then our girls from Atlanta, they come back next week, so we'll have another show to add to our weekend reality review. Now, the Grand Dame. I know I said I was going to watch both episodes and review them as one, but I ain't watched neither one of Karen's episodes. And they're sitting on the DVR. They're sitting there. Have you all watched? Because I'm not motivated in any way to look at Karen and her family reunion. It might be something where like maybe it's absolutely nothing on. Maybe one of those holiday weekends when everybody is taking a break and playing their reruns. I might be like, oh, okay, well, let me check out Karen because ain't nothing else on TV. Let's just say Angie ain't gonna review it. I get to Potomac when Potomac comes back. But hey, Evita, hey, Inga, y'all haven't watched it either. Okay. Evita girl, I know you my Memphis friend. I got my tickets to go see Lil Wayne next week, or it's this weekend. You going out there to the Beale Street Music Festival, girl? Because I'm going to be out there Sunday having a good time listening to Lil Wayne. But let's go ahead and put a bow on Ready to Love. I'm going to give it a cute 2 minutes. Number one, I don't even know if Carmen and Donovan chose themselves or chose each other. I have no clue what Carmen and Donovan did. I pretty much was scrolling through Instagram and TikTok throughout the entire episode. I did not care about them meeting each other's families. And then when I saw Carmen walk out in that Michael Costello gown that he created for Cardi B years ago that she already slayed the internet in, I hit fast forward because I was like, whatever. So put it in the comments if Carmen and Donovan are together or not. I'll just figure it out if they chose each other at the reunion next week because I didn't pay attention. I did see Dakia and Paul stop playing in our faces. Okay, Evita, Carmen, and Donovan chose each other. So I'll see at the reunion if they still together. I don't think so. I think they playing in our face. Dakia and Paul chose each other. I mean, at least they got the last episode stipend. Like, at least we gonna ride it out to the last episode, get our check. Paul, y'all know how crazy I am. I'm scrolling through TikTok. The only thing that piqued my interest is when Paul said he had an 800 credit score. I said, oh, let me pay attention. He got an 800. You gonna find some love, Paul. Women love a good credit score. Math, shut up. Don't say that. My husband has perfect credit too, so it makes you extra sexy when you can go get a car with no interest, you know. But Paul, I'm sure you won't have a problem finding a woman after this because that definitely caught my attention. Good luck to you. Good luck to you as well, Dakia. You are really intelligent, classy lady. You deserve better than what they presented on this show. Now, the only two people I cared about was Clifton and Joy. I saw them choose each other. I just like watching them on television. I really believe that they love each other. I really, really do. Even though I don't trust Clifton for nothing, and I don't trust him. I definitely wouldn't trust his ass in Mexico for 6 months. But that's her man. That's her problem. The little advice I gave Joy yesterday on Kitchen Table Talk is, look, girl, if you and Clifton are really real and you're really serious, you're doing all this crying on TV about wanting to be with this man, you got to find a job in America. Go do your 6 months that you already committed to, thug it out. Y'all fly and visit each other every once in a while. But you can't go away 6 months every year and think you're going to keep that man. I don't even think you're going to keep him after the first 6 months. But I would give the first 6 months a try. But after that, girl, you got to get a job in America. And if you all don't follow, I saw the matching tattoos. Yes, I saw the matching tattoos, King and Queen. But we was being shady on Twitter, and we was like, we could be anybody's queen. So putting Queen on my finger don't mean nothing. You could be any man's queen. Now, if it would have said Clifton's queen and Joy's king, then I would have been like, oh, okay. But we could be anybody. We could be a queen by ourselves. Ingrid, you said nobody is real anyway. I think Clifton and Joy are real. If not, they faking that funk real good. I really like them. I really like their personalities together. But we will see by the reunion what is up. The reunion looks spicy. It looks like everyone is going to be exposing all the alliances. Hey, Davion. All the alliances will be exposed. A lot of Sabrina talk. A lot of Donovan's feelings hurt, because see, Donovan ain't want Carmen. He really wanted Sabrina, but he got his feelings hurt. But we'll revisit that next week at the reunion, and we'll talk about the outfits and everything else. Now, I'm about to give the rest of this 30 minutes to Love and Marriage Huntsville. The episode wasn't all that. I got a little bit to say, but this mid-season trailer is everything to me. It looks so juicy, so spicy. Kiki, you working hard for that little bit of change that the Oprah Network is giving to you. Kiki is working overtime, and she the one with the secrets, and she getting ready to spill it, and I'm ready to hear it all. And Tisha, just the simple fact that your husband is sitting in your face saying he went to lunch with another bitch that you ain't know about is disrespect. Now, I believe he doing a lot more than lunching, but Tisha, how much foolishness you gonna put up with on our TV screens? Oh, it's a little bit of tea right here. Precious said on an interview that she regrets how she acted on the reunion. Oh, so she acted a fool. She should regret how she acted on the show, and she should regret that deep ass ear side part that swooped all the way around to her other ear. She should regret that wig she had on the entire season. But we gonna see how much of an ass she acts on the reunion. But that's what I would regret. I would regret every week waking up to Twitter, people shading my wig. But you know, I ain't precious. She might like that side, that part that start all the way over here. You know. I guess I'm just tired of this show because it's been a lot of fakeness going on. It is. At this point, we're ready to love. We're watching for the mess and the entertainment because it ain't no love on the show. We just seeing who gonna be the messiest. And then every season you have to find somebody to top the mess from the previous season. So that's it. I agree, Vita, that trailer looked fire. Let's get into the episode we just saw. It was very fast forward heavy, but I will say this, after watching that mid-season trailer, Lewis and Tiffany can come off my fast forward list because I want to see why he crying and why his wife ain't trying to give him no sex. But in this episode, she begging for a baby. You got to have sex to get the baby. Which one is it? So they can come off my fast forward list. Martell is still on probation. I'm going to start to watch Martell's scenes, but if they go into some bullshit, he going to quickly be on the fast forward. So after tonight, everybody gets a second chance with my fast forward button. But let's get into it. It opens with Melody, Kimmy, and Stormy coming to some kind of Taco Tuesday restaurant to pretty much sit around and gossip and talk about bullshit. Now, number one, Melody. Divorce looks good on you, and I don't mean that with any disrespect. Mel been stepping it up with these fashions, and she looks hot. She looked amazing. At this lunch, Stormy is talking about she's still on the fence with Tiffany. You know, once you cross me wrong, I'm gonna always look. I'm like, what did Tiffany do to Stormy? Like, girl, this is just your second appearance on the show, maybe third, and we already at mid-season. Stormy isn't giving what she needs to give to be asked back on this show. She needs to take a page out of Kiki's book. If you're not about to spill the tea, and if you're not about to act the ass, go ahead and just continue your multi-million-dollar hair care business, because you sitting up here beefing with Tiffany, who we already don't like, is not making you any more interesting. Bring something new to the show. Not, I don't care for Tiffany. None of us cares for Tiffany. Stormy, what else you got? Why is she here? Before I would get rid of Tiffany, I get rid of Stormy. She's bringing absolutely nothing. Kimmy wants to be messy, talking about, well, I knew the birthday or the little Christmas party wasn't the time and place to ask you why Kiki was at the event, but now we at girl time. Why was Kiki there and Destiny and Tisha not there? And I'm like, Kimmy, I mean, you got to ask for the show. You got to ask because this is a TV show, but we all know why Kiki was there. Kiki is there because Melody don't like Tisha. Melody wants to further embarrass Tisha with Marceau's cheating because she has been completely embarrassed with Martell's cheating. And Tisha won't let certain shit go. So since Tisha won't let shit go, Melody ain't gonna let shit go. And that's why Kiki was invited to embarrass Tisha and to spill Tisha's business, which is what Kiki did. Melody says that because Kimmy want to know, well, Kiki ain't never been around in the past, why should you invite her now? And Melody said, well, I've always invited Kiki and we got a mutual friend. I don't believe the mutual friend story. You can miss me with that. I got a lot of people where we have a lot of mutual friends, and that don't mean I'm necessarily about to be friends with the mutual or the other one. Like, that's your friend. Okay, that's my friend too. Cool. We ain't got to get together. But Tisha already admitted that years ago, Melody had been inviting Kiki around because that's when Tisha told Kiki's business. Now, if it was bed bugs or not, I don't know. That's allegedly, but that's what the YouTube streets are saying, is that Tisha told about the bed bugs. But let's move on from that. Melody says she'll never be, or her friendship with Destiny will never be the same. Do you think that means that they could be at a cordial place again, but never be as deep of friends as they were? But really, how deep was Melody and Destiny's friendship? Because to me, it was always a TV friendship. Yeah, you knew Martell from whenever you knew Martell, but it didn't seem like you were friends with Martell and Melody all of these years that they were married. It seems like y'all just became friends when you came on the show. But that's just me. Stormy is here so Mel can have someone to film with besides Kimmy. Yeah, because she only has Kimmy and Tiffany, and ooh, them some boring people right there, Mel. But Stormy ain't no more entertaining. But let's move on. So, this is the main topic of that scene. Kimmy is giving Jalen a housewarming party. Great. She lets Melody know, look, out of respect, you told me if Martell is invited, don't invite you, and vice versa. So I want to invite you. Martell isn't going to be invited. So can you come to the party? But of course, Tisha and Destiny going to be there. She ain't got no beef with them. Instead of Melody just saying, thank you for respecting my request, because Kimmy don't have to respect her request, but I appreciate the respect too. Instead of saying that, she was like, oh, you're not inviting the good guy? I thought he was such a good guy last season. And I'm like, Melody, as much as y'all be on Instagram and Twitter, I know you seen all of us roast Kimmy last season for saying Martell was the good guy. You ain't have to throw this shit back in her face yet again. I thought he was the good guy. What happened? At some point, Melody, you need to understand that Martell cheated on you. Martell humiliated you. He had a baby with another woman on you. Martell didn't do nothing to nobody else. Now, I do have the type of friendship And I understand these people are filming a reality show, so they may be doing things that they normally may not do. Because in my mind, if you dog my friend out like that, I'm rocking with my friend. I ain't got to say shit else to you either. It ain't that deep. But I do understand these husbands are friends. Are they really cool with Martell, or are they just filming a TV show? I don't know. But it kind of irked me the way Melody handled that situation, was because Kimmy was respecting you, and then you were throwing shit in Kimmy's face from last season that didn't really need to be said. You could have just said, "Thank you, girl. I'll be at the party." Because then Melody went into, well, if you would have invited Martell, then I wasn't invited. Yeah, Melody, that's what you asked to happen. If I would have invited Martell, then your ass wouldn't have been invited. But anyway, Kimmy says she also mad at Martell because his drama is starting to spill into her life. And no, you need to be mad at Maurice for lying, because if Maurice would have never lied, it would have been no drama to come back your way, because the truth would have been on the table. So that ain't really Martell's fault either. That's your husband's fault for lying and cheating with the linebacker. You can't tell me no different. But anyway, I said everything I need to say about that situation. I really don't care. I really don't care about the housewarming party. Right, Melly didn't have to bring up Martell. And for someone who doesn't want to be around Martell, doesn't want her name to be in anybody's mouth when they're speaking to Martell, she certainly talks about him a lot too. But let's move on from that. I don't want to go down a Melody Martell rabbit hole. Destiny visits Martell, since we're talking about Martell. And I said, Destiny, this scene right here is why Melody doesn't fuck with you. I think Melody could care less about you and Tisha calling her a Scorpio in a hotel room more than she cares. I think she cares more that you sitting up gossiping with Martell, telling Martell her business. Y'all done fell out, so you ain't got no other girlfriend. You could have went to Tisha and tell Tisha that you and Melody fell out. You had to go to her ex-husband and be like, "Oh, I just need a little bit of," what she say, insight. I just need to know me and Melody fell out and you know her the best, so I want to come talk to you about it. No, bitch, you being messy. And this why Melody don't fuck with you. And when you talking to Martell about Melody, I'm 100% on Melody's side. You talking to the ops. I hate this nigga. I hate him. I don't want shit to do with him. And as long as you want something to do with him, I don't want nothing to do with you. And I don't care if y'all been friends 50 years. It ain't like y'all cousins. It ain't like that's your god brother. You know how we had these play cousins and god families. Like, y'all just people who met each other one day and known each other for years. I don't even think Destiny and Martell have some kind of deep friendship that they can't let go. But I'm with Melody on this. You can't be running to my ex-husband asking for insight about me. That's why she don't mess with you. Yeah, and I wrote that in my notes. After the way Martell treated me publicly, and mind you, I don't give Melody too much because, bitch, if you would have left after year one, I might have had some sympathy for you, but you can't be with a cheating ass man for 7 years and then want me to cry along with you. No, ma'am. But all the bullshit Martell has put Melody through social media, that little side piece he got, I wouldn't want my friends fucking with him neither. And if you want to fuck with them, just leave me alone. And there's nothing wrong with that, because at their age, their upper 30s, 40s, it's time to cut people off to keep your peace. I ain't got time. So I'm rocking with Melody with this Destiny situation. She's done with him and wants everyone else to be as well. It's not that, I don't think she wants everyone else to be done with him. She wants everyone to be done with him as it concerns her. Like, if you want to go over and talk to Martell about yourself, about you being on public assistance and everything else, Destiny, go do that. But don't go to Martell talking about me. And I can see that too. Like, you got to pick a friend, and if you pick Martell, cool, leave me alone. But I feel Destiny. I kind of feel that, not Destiny, but Melody. I wish Melody and Martell would move on. Not sure why Martell is even on this show, where he's an executive producer. But EPs have been fired in the past. They have been fired. Look at Shawnee. She ain't up on her show no more. I mean, I guess she gonna pop up and make appearances, but she's not a cast mate of her own show anymore. So EPs can get fired. I'm gonna give them to next season to move on. By next season, they need to be completely moved on. But I think from what I see on social media, Martell starts shit, and Melody doesn't know how to not respond. This show got to be better in the second half because it's getting boring. Davion, I was with you because half the cast is on my fast forward list, but they getting a second chance after that super trailer. But really, the super trailer is just here to expose Marsau some more. And if they ain't really gonna drop a name and say Marsau was with that bitch right there, Tisha, just so you would know, I'm gonna kind of be over it. And then two, they doing some kind of Atlanta trip 2.0. I'm with Melody. Y'all sending y'all men to Atlanta with Martell. Okay. We gonna all watch and see what happened on these cameras. Cause I don't think any of these men give a fuck about a camera in their face. They all seem like whores to me. All of them. Maurice included. Kimmy, watch your man. Let's get into Wanda and Tisha. Wanda has her business license. Congratulations, girl. I still don't want no damn baked potato out of a food truck. It just doesn't sound appealing to me. I can make my own baked potato for 99 cents. That's how much, but I can get a whole pack of potatoes for 99 cents out of Kroger, 4 for 99 cents, and make all the baked potatoes I want. But good luck. Good luck, Wanda. You need something to do to stay out of people's business. Tisha fills in Wanda about Kiki. Wanda says, "Oh, well, Kimmy might not be a snake because she warned you. Kimmy is still on my mind, but she moved to the back. I gotta check my niece Kiki." And then we see Wanda checks Kiki later on in the episode. But did she? Because I'm kind of was here for Kiki. And then we got the question of all questions. Do you all trust bitches who don't buy their shoes in a box? I said this last night on Kitchen Table Talk. I really had to think about that because, we was talking about, well, where else would you get your shoes? Because what else nobody just buys shoes and take them home in a bag. They come in a shoe box. So I was like, well, maybe I don't trust bitches who don't buy their shoes in a box, because where the fuck else are they getting their shoes from if they not in a box? I love Wanda. As messy as that old lady is, she's good TV. She gonna say some shit that have me cracking up. Shawnee is about to get married to a minister, so that might be why she's not on Basketball Wives. I'm done with that show. I'm kind of done with it too. I'm gonna watch it, but I can't guarantee a review. I ain't gonna say nothing against Jesus. Congratulations on whoever want to marry her, but she ain't no first lady to me. Wanda gonna be making loaded potato. Right. Like, what is she? I got my own butter, cheese, and bacon. That's all I want on my potato anyway. I guess. You said at the flea market, I guess, but do we trust bitches that buy their shoes from flea markets? I don't know. Wanda is a mess. And I love her for being a mess, but not when she being messy. So Tiffany and Mel were on my fast forward list because I already can't take Tiffany. And then Melody was talking about, I had already seen in the previews that she was talking about she's some kind of super investigator. And I said, bitch, not if it take you 7 years to figure out to leave your cheating ass husband. I don't know what you've been investigating, but no. I don't care about Tiffany going to find her long lost father. I feel like within reality TV, we've seen enough Black women get doors slammed in their faces by trying to reach out to parents that don't want anything to do with them. And I feel like the Ashleys, the Kenyas, if they would do this shit off camera, like, this isn't shit for reality TV. People don't want to be surprised. Surprise, I'm your daughter and I got a camera crew. People don't want that. This is something, if you want to find your family, great. I encourage you to do that, but don't do it on camera, because all the times we've seen it, 100% of the times, you get the door slammed in your face, bitch, get out of here with that camera crew, and then you're back in the minivan crying. And I just don't want to see it. Now, I'm assuming her father is Black because she's mixed. I wouldn't want to be, I don't want to say that, because I don't know what it feels like to be adopted and to have someone not want me because I'm Black. I just don't understand why her Black side of the family didn't say, okay, forget that racist white family over here. We'll take the baby. We'll raise it. I don't understand, but I feel like that ain't none of my business. And I agree with you all in the chat. Tiffany need a better storyline. I know this is her storyline, but you need a better one, because we already seen Kenya do this. We seen Ashley do it, and I'm over it. Leave y'all parents alone. And if you want to mess with them, do it all for TV. They trying to make us like, it's making me dislike Tiffany. It's making me dislike Tiffany because I don't respect that process of surprising my long lost parent. You don't know what they were going through. They may not want their business and face in the street. I don't like it. I don't like it. But Tiffany and Louis about to have a great storyline. They have no sex. Ooh, my earring. They have no sex life, but want to give everybody else all the marriage advice. And I figure if you can't even get the bedroom correct, you can't tell me nothing else about being married. So I'm ready for Marsau and Tisha to read them some more. Let's move on, because I talked about them too much. They got the fast forward. Tiffany and Louis got the fast forward too. Do I like Louis Inga? No. Louis is the main reason him and his wife are on the fast forward list, because I don't respect Louis as a man for letting Marsau punk him. I don't respect Louis for talking all that rah-rah. Oh, I'm going to meet up with Marsau, and if it get out of hand, it'll be something. And if I would have had a shot, it would have been on and popping. I don't respect that. So when you see these people in their face, you apologizing, taking shots. I don't respect Louis, so I definitely don't like Louis. But he gets to come off my fast forward list because I want to see him cry about not getting no vagina from his wife. So I'm going to take him off of the fast forward punishment so I can laugh at his ass. But anyway, Louis wants to be there because Tiffany done had this whole, was it an anniversary dinner? It was some kind of elaborate dinner. And she gonna be like, well, I know you really want to help me meet my father, but I thought it'd be a good idea for it to be a girls' trip. Disrespect, like you want to disrespect your husband just so you could go film with Melody. Whatever. Then they start talking about having this baby because Louis works so much, and the time she have with the boys is far and few because they teenagers. Girl, let me tell you something. The last thing, and I can only speak for Angie, but the last thing Angie wants to do once she got my son in high school was to sit around and start all over again and have another baby. And then you talking about you just want to have another baby because you bored because your husband off doing whatever he doing. But now your husband next week talking about he crying because you work too much and you ain't giving him no sex. Which one is it? Which one of y'all work too much? How you want a baby but you don't want to give your husband no sex? And then she said at the end of it all, well, maybe I wouldn't want a baby if Lewis likes to travel. Well, bitch, he trying to travel with your ass, but you told him to stay at home. I can't take them. One, they're fraudulent. They can't get their storyline together. They're giving conflicting storylines to the group just to have something to talk about on this show, and it is, how they gonna how you gonna have a baby if you're not even having sex? So I agree, Inga. They are boring. Let's recast this thing. Let's fire Tiffany and Lewis. Go ahead and bring in Kiki because Kiki be getting Wanda together. And let's see who Kiki husband is if she married. And go ahead and get rid of Stormy. I think Kiki would be a great addition. Let's get into Kiki and Wanda. That's the last of my notes. Oh, I'm already over the 30-minute mark. Let's hurry up and get into that because I have another video to do about the Real World Homecoming after this. Kiki and Wanda. I don't know why Wanda felt the need to confront Kiki or why Tisha felt the need to send her mama to confront Kiki when I felt like Tisha did a good job of explaining herself, defending herself, and checking Kiki for herself. Why do we need Wanda to come fight a battle that you've already won? But Kiki got Wanda together because Wanda said something about we gonna be a ghetto bitch. And Kiki was like, no, I'm gonna leave the ghetto bitch into you. And from there on, I knew Kiki had Wanda's number. When it comes to having somebody fight a battle with Wanda, Kimmy, call Kiki. Kiki gets her auntie together. She said the ghetto bitch would be you. Now, I was being shady in my notes. I said, I do think Kiki is image of Tisha. I was trying to figure out what was Wanda meaning by Kiki is image of Tisha's house. Kiki is image of Tisha's job. Kiki is just image of Tisha. And I'm like, what is image? Because she can't be wanting to say jealous because jealous does not sound like image. And then I had to listen to somebody on YouTube say she's trying to say envious. I agree with Wanda. Kiki is envious of Tisha because you can't tell me that Kiki don't want to be on this show. Kiki is willing to throw her family under the bus, spill all the tea she knows about Marsau just for the opportunity to be on this show. Because the season you tried to be on the show by checking Kimmy didn't work. So you said, okay, I can't check Kimmy to get on. Let me go at my cousin and maybe Melody will let me get on then. I don't like it, even though I want to know the tea. I want to know what Kiki knows because I'm nosy. I want to know the tea. I don't like that they're family and she's willing to expose her family on television just to be on television. So, yeah, Tisha knew what she was doing, but like Tisha, grow the fuck up. Like I be trying to give you a bone and be like, Tisha, check Kiki for herself, but then it's like, well, grow the fuck up, Tisha. You already handled Kiki. Why are you sending Wanda? So I guess Wanda and her brother don't get along either. Is that the... I really didn't understand what they were saying. I really didn't understand. I have seen that happen in families where the brother, sister, whatever it is, compare their children like, well, my child got straight A's, or well, my child going to Ivy League, or well, my child got a 6-figure job. You know, I've seen families do that, but not to the point where it trickles down to the cousins and they feel like they got to compete too. I guess they don't get along. I would love to see the brother come on the show. I was here for Kiki, Reed, and Wanda too. I'm telling you, Wanda met her match. She met her match. I'm interested in finding out the dynamics of Tisha's family, Wanda versus her brother, and putting their kids against each other. I agree, Evita. Like, I would like to see what happened. Where was the breakdown with the brother and sister? Because even if Wanda ended up in the projects, didn't the brother live in the projects at some point too? And he just happened to make it out. And Kiki making it sound like, oh, Tisha grew up in the projects and I grew up in a mini mansion across town. Like, it don't seem like Kiki grew up any more fabulous. I mean, Kiki does sound a lot more educated than them. She does at least know how to use her words correctly. I think Kiki's dad is Wanda's brother, and they don't get along. It's very clear they don't get along. Mm. Kiki does look like Wanda. Kiki look like Tisha. Like, it's very clear that they're all related. It's very clear that they're all related. But I can't wait to see what else this season has to give. It makes me excited to do the weekend in reality reviews because Ready to Love it was already just a push. Like, I had to really push to get through Ready to Love. And Love and Marriage Huntsville was getting ready to be on them. We can go ahead and cancel this list. But Carlos said, I'm gonna bore y'all for a little bit, but then I'm gonna spice it back up. I can't wait to see it, and I want to see this reunion because I can't wait to see how Tisha and Marsau spin out of this. I bet Tisha was jealous of Kiki as a kid because she had money, but now that they're grown, Tisha has more. That could be it too. Like, yeah, I grew up in the projects, but bitch, but now she live in a split level. I don't know. I wouldn't be jealous of that damn split level house they living in, though. But I don't know, but I can see that. I don't really think it's the money. I think it's that Tisha's on TV. And I think Kiki wants to be on TV. So Tisha probably was jealous, but now Tisha's like, well, bitch, I'm on TV. Because they've been building this mansion in the middle of that jungle for about 3 seasons now. Let's let that go. They still ain't even got the plans approved. Let's let that little jungle house go. What happened to this townhouse? Why they moving to this split level? I don't know. But like, that split level is my very first home. So I don't think Kiki jealous of that. But Scott Manor is like, I don't want to say it's like Chateau Charest because Chateau Charest did come into fruition. We can see Chateau Charest now. But Scott Manor is on a plan way worse than Charest. Like, they're 2 seasons still working on a fucking plan. When they went out to that jungle, they didn't even have a road paved. And then Marsau was like, this ain't even halfway to our house. I'm like, how deep into this jungle do y'all want to go? Just to say y'all have a little mini mansion. And who the fuck want to... I'm not driving in the middle of the jungle in Huntsville to go to your house. Especially at night. So I don't even know who want to go visit. And I don't blame Kimmy for being like, I ain't moving the fuck out there. But we'll see if that little jungle mansion ever comes into fruition. We'll see. But y'all, I do got to go. I was supposed to be on another live 15 minutes ago. I'm getting ready to start a new live for a Real World Homecoming. And I'm going to discuss episode 1. But going forward, the Real World Homecoming will be a part of my Ostella, which is the Friday night show. So thank you all for getting with me for the weekend in reality. Y'all know I'm going to be back on Mondays because we going to have Not Ready to Love. I mean, I guess we got to get through this little reunion. But we're going to do the Ready to Love reunion. We're going to throw in Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then Love and Marriage DC will be right next. And then we got our girls in Atlanta. So the weekend of reality will be popping. I cannot wait for it to get started. So I will see you all next Monday. Y'all have a good night. Bye.